Former Miss Israel 2019, Sella Sharlin, with us in studio to get her thoughts on what it is like, really, to be up on that stage with hundreds of millions of people watching you live from around the world, and what it means to represent your nation and what it means moving forward. That interview with Sella here coming up after a short break. Then more stories also to zoom in on later in the show. They will probably be Israel's only representatives to the Beijing Winter Games. Israel's preeminent skiing family now kicking up their Olympic training into high gear in Austria.
Breaking news again, but there's always more to the story, especially here in the Middle East.
What's really going on in the region? Well, unless you're actually here, you can't really tell.
Join us here at the beating heart of the new Middle East
To get a true perspective on what's really going on.
By midnight tonight, thieves will have stolen 2,400 vehicles across the U.S. today. So when you buy your next car, ask your dealer for Recover. With Recover, you'll always be able to find a forgotten parking spot or know if your car gets towed or moved without your permission. And most importantly, you'll be able to easily share your car's location with police so they can recover it for you. Stay in control and protect what's yours. Ask your dealer for Recover today.
Welcome back. With me in studio, former Miss Israel 2019, Sella Sharlin. Sella, thanks so much for being with me. First, give me your thoughts, your reaction to what happened overnight to this contest.
Wow. First of all, I was very excited to have Miss Universe in Israel. I remember that they even tried to get the competition here in 2019, and because that was the beginning of COVID and everything, we couldn't make it. But it was very excited to have all the competition here. I know how big is it, how many countries are participating, how it can be helpful for Israel and to people to get to know our country in the tourist side or the culture side. And I was very, very excited that we even have it here.
Yeah, and Miss India won. I mean, it's a very proud moment to be up on that stage, I'd imagine. It must be cool for you to see it, the tradition continue.
Yeah. All the time when I see crowning moments, my breath is like stopping for a minute because I know how excited it is, how important it is for her when she represents her country. She has so much on her back, and she feels that she needs to be in the best moment that she have when she's winning. So. That's exciting, even for me to watch. It's very, very exciting.
You were Miss Israel 2019. That year, I believe it was in the U.S., the actual event.
Yeah.
What is it like being up on that stage? I mean, the estimated live viewers, I mean, like 500 million people around the world watching you at that moment on the stage. Do you feel pressure? Do you feel joy? Are you nervous? What's actually going through your mind up there?
Wow, it's everything together, everything you said. I can even compare it. I was a triathlete a few years ago, and I always have had a triathlon competitions. And in the minute that before you start the competition, you have this stress that you feel that everybody is watching you, and you need to be in your best and do your best. So I can compare it to Miss Universe competition.
Is it a good stress or a bad stress?
It's a good stress. If you know how to handle it, it's a good stress. Like I feel that it's my moment. I can represent my country in a positive way. How people will see Israel in this specific moment will be how I will represent it. And it's funny because during the competition, even a lot of girls were telling me like, oh, you're funny. Probably most Israeli are funny or something like that because they see you as the whole country.
The whole country, you're representing for so many people the good of the whole country.
Exactly.
I mean, even Miss Israel this year, I mean, she fainted during one of the rehearsals. She passed out. I mean, it's unclear exactly why, but it's so much pressure.
I think it's because of pressure, because I think that even the fact that it's in Israel and so many people are giving her attention and are really into it because we are hosting the show. So that's so stressful. Like all the teams, all the producers, everybody are Israeli this year. So
how did your life change, Sella, after becoming Miss Israel, you know, representing Israel and the Miss Universe pageant? How did your life change after that?
I think it's gave me, like I had no reason that I can actually inspire people. With all my story, what I did, I was a triathlete before, and then the army, I was applied to pilot course and served as a combat after that in an intelligence team, and it's not something that a lot of Israeli women do. So I actually understood that I can inspire other girls, other youth to be the best version of themselves, to try harder, to do sports, to do positive things.
Were you a model before? Did you do beauty contests your whole life? How did this work?
No, I was a model like when I was 15 years old. But when I signed to Miss Israel, it was after my army service. I served 3 years as a combat, as I say, and I think I wanted just to make a change and to make it different, not to be a regular model, just to come and say what I think is right and trying to inspire people and give them more motivation to do things that I believe are true.
Did it make you more confident? Did it make you?
Yeah, sure. There's you feel like you know, things that in your mind all the time, people actually come and say, oh my God, you give me so much inspiration. That gives you confidence, that gives you joy. I am so happy to do that. After Miss Israel, I started to do lectures to youth. And I think that was the only reason, like, because of the competition.
Sella, Miss Universe, they wherever they go every year to whatever country, they work with local producers, local teams of event organizers and producers. The Israeli team, they confirmed, you know, to Hebrew media that they tried to make some adjustments this year. They suggested maybe not using the swimsuit or the portion, maybe changing it to sportswear to try and modernize, you know, that portion of the contest. There are some calls to, you know, change the focus so much on being how the women look and their beauty and wearing these clothes. Do you have thoughts on that?
I can tell you, like, my general thought is on the competition is it's a great place to empower women. I think this place to give other people inspiration. Look at Miss India and what she did all her life. She's, I think she's a doctor, and she's influenced so many people, and the fact that you met all those women all over the world that are not only beautiful, they have a lot to say and to give to other people.
A lot of people say, though, that the contest, and you've heard this, it objectifies women. It turns women into just, you know, sexual objects of beauty to be put on the stage. You've heard that criticism.
Yeah, I heard it. I was there, like, on the stage. I can tell you that I never felt this way. I think maybe it's something from the past that people still think about the competition, because all the way that is the show is on the TV, it never changed. It's kind of like the same. So I'm actually agree with the Israeli producer. I think we can make some changes. We can get the show itself more modern. Even Victoria's Secret shows today are different. So everybody are changing stuff and getting more relevant to.
So maybe lose the swimsuit, you know, sports gear. Or what?
I will always love sports gear, and from a different reason. But I think maybe it will, you know, it will change the statement. It's not really what's happening on the stage. It's just to say it's a new statement. Okay, no bathing suit. Now we are sport gears, more powerful to the women on the stage. That can be a great idea, actually. Yeah.
All right, Sella, thank you so much for being with us and taking some time to be here on Zoom In. She still has the sash. She has that for the rest of her life because she was Miss Israel, but it's in her closet now. You don't take it out. For now, it's in the closet.
Yeah, I'm
so you find a better spot. All right. Thank you, Sella, so much for being with us here on Zoom In. Great to have you.